Jewel Tony.
Hey.
Aren't we just a match made in heaven?
This is a great sneak peek to our 2024 covers.
Sneak peek. Shh, censored.
Welcome to OG Planners. We are here to talk about another life coach planner challenge that Lolly did.
Another one.
And this one was for somebody who has personal goals.
A lot of personal goals. Like being a present friend and a present partner. And I know, so sweet.
I love that.
I know.
Also is a content creator.
They are a blue check influencer girl. And she has a full-time job. And then house things, and I've been watching her on Instagram, and she's really doing it. She's going through room by room, and she wants to do a blog.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyway, she had a lot of different goals and fun things to organize in her brain and get out. So I made a fun planner for her.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm excited.
Let's go take a look at her planner because I'm
let's
so
do it.
excited to be inspired.
You should be.
Welcome back. Here we are with the Life Coach Planner Challenge.
Okay, this one almost put me under, guys.
Really?
It almost put me under. I'm not gonna lie. So this gal has a full-time job, also has a wellness side hustle. I think she's fitness and just general lifestyle wellness. She's an influencer. So she has that on the side, and she has just a lot of goals. She seems like an awesome achiever and really is creative.
Which
and has
Enneagram?
I'm thinking she's a 3 for sure.
3 for sure.
Yeah, 3 with a 2.
Okay.
Because she really cares about being a present friend and girlfriend to her boyfriend. And she's got dog babies. And I think that why this one almost put me under is because I saw myself so much in this. And I so remember this season of life, having a lot going on and having a full-time job, but having these big dreams that I wasn't quite sure how to make money from yet. I think that to take the leap from that full-time to then make a full-time income with that side hustle felt so giant, but I didn't want to let go of the side hustle. And I also wanted to be a present friend and a present partner to my now husband. I think I felt this girl in my heart. And because I'm such an empath, I mentally went back to that place. And then I had to remind myself that I made it out alive. Don't be overwhelmed. Everything is fine. Anyway, I liked doing this. I definitely identified a lot with this. She also had a theme, a lot of personal goals, like we said in the intro. And a lot of those personal goals seemed not just to be interpersonal with her friends and her boyfriend, but things about her house. She wants to be way better about deep cleaning certain things.
Oh,
and then I've been watching her stories, and we'll link her in the description below, but she's actually been doing a lot of really cool house projects, taking a bunch of dressers she has and putting them into one new one and wallpapering things that she's really been doing it. And I'm I don't even know you, and I'm so proud of you. We're just Instagram friends, and I'm so happy for you that you're doing it. So, okay, without further ado.
Yes.
That was a lot of ado. So I'm gonna done now, and I'm going to go through what I did. So for this one, I did her color coding up here. So we have social posts, her work deadline, personal blog, and her contract work. She had a lot of different colors. I probably could have had more. I wanted to be realistic with your social media things. I think a lot of people pressure themselves to post every single day like we used to do.
Yes.
And it's just too much. And I really believe in quality over quantity at this point. So I assigned her 3 a week, which honestly, she could do at the beginning of the month, all of them. But anyway, I had her posting preps for the week on Monday. So then I put work deadlines in here, just when things are due, because I felt if you work a full-time job, a lot of your meetings and your schedules and your appointments, they're in a digital calendar because other people need to see them. For her work to-do list, really just needs to know when things are due or when she has a big meeting. She doesn't really need her whole schedule in here, That's that way for my husband who has a corporate job. Other people need to see his schedule. He can't just have it on a piece of paper. And then I put her blog post, just 1 a month. quality over quantity, you know, like make it realistic, especially in the first month, and then you can add more as the months go along and you get used to it. So her personal, I put a date night every week. I put it the same night every week because I feel like the routine makes it so much easier to actually implement something new, is if you do it at the same time or you do it the same day of every week or the same day of every month, you know, just makes it so much easier. And then I every other weekend deep cleaned, which is, full disclosure, far more than I deep clean my house.
Me too.
I'm gonna take off these two, and that's what we're working with here. So
good for her.
Yeah,
though.
good for her. And I think she's nailing it, y'all.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a great job. Yeah, I'm really psyched for her. Yeah, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is high level and the details go on her short pages. So she uses this monthly view in order to fill in the spots here. So for these, I did her work to-do list gets her biggest one because it's full-time. I said, number one, like look at your digital calendar at work for meetings, and you can jot them here if you want to. Like if you want to like just jot them what your day is going to look like, you could jot them there. You could also print them out or just put them on a sticky or just have them up on your computer and not do that. And then I said, number two, look ahead at deadlines that are coming up. They're either here or they're in your digital work one. And you insert your to-do lists here or throughout the day as you're actually working. I don't know if you guys do this, but I'm constantly thinking of things like when I'm doing something else, I'm like, oh, crumbs, I gotta send that form in. And I just jot it down right here. It's almost like my daily brain dump space.
Yeah.
Is like what
so
this
handy.
is. Yeah. Like up here is my like things I planned 2 weeks ago that I was gonna do this day based on my due dates coming up and all that stuff. And then here is like what I actually like think of in the day that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So then I put her social to-do list. Honestly, I made this space a little big for how many social things I gave her, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it just is what it is. I would probably shorten the space. You could write ideas, you could write the post you're gonna do, depending on your theme, which should obviously tie into your blog posts. And now this is becoming a content thing. But anyway, up top, I put her workouts because those are really important to her, being a wellness coach and like lifestyle coach. And because she's so healthy, like she has such good balance with it, I was like, it doesn't need to be every day, girl. You're good.
Good for her.
3 to 4 a week, 3 to 4, you're good to go. And then down here, I put contract, personal, and blog to-do list. I combined these three because why didn't I take the color over here, Nancy?
I don't know.
Gosh.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my gosh. This, y'all know this has to happen live. Here we go.
Oh, well, there's that right there.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so that,
I'm
yeah.
gonna erase that. I just needed it to come over one. I feel like elevator music should be playing. Do you know that song?
No, but I feel like...
Okay, people that
your
are
version
my
is-
generation will know, and they'll be like, oh, I haven't got any arms, but I can still dance. If anybody comments on this YouTube to that Easter egg and knows
What?
that song, I'm going to die.
Wow.
You win. Like, you probably win a free undated planner if you
Whoa.
truly know what I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, down here, I combined the contract, personal, and blog to-do list because this is not consistent every day. Like, in fact, most of her stuff is going to probably be personal to-do list, but like, I couldn't make a blog section because that's really only once a month or whatever it is. I couldn't make a contract section because that is inconsistent. It's not going to be every single day. I combined these, and by putting all three colors, that like signals to me like that's what these are. And then the weekend is all of that stuff, because when you have a full-time job and you're trying to do a side hustle and personal growth and all that stuff, like your weekend you do work, like you have contract work, you have blog work, like whatever it is, you just do. So anyway, I put that space there. And then I put her meals in the this week column. She could just put them in the top half if she wants, but she also wanted to meal plan, part of her wellness, and then she could just check off when she's done with one. So that's what we have there.
That.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that in the project planner when I do my meals. It's just like whenever we get to them, this is what we have food for. You know?
And sometimes with my partner and I, he's like, I would rather have this tonight.
Me too.
Like,
I
okay,
totally
cool.
do that. Yeah.
We can switch it around.
I'm that way too.
So it's nice to just check it off.
I love myself a social media chart. You know I do. I love it. So social media has so many different parts to it. You know, you take the photo or the video, you edit the photo or the video, it's saved in a draft with the caption and all that, and then it's live. And so sometimes if you're doing a bunch of them at one time, or you have a photo shoot or whatever it is, you will have those things taken. You'll have a lot of check marks here, and then you'll get to the editing and draft and live of all the other things. I made her a little chart here for her social media, which like obviously could take up this whole space, could also go over here. This is a list that I made up for this planner, and then I started implementing it in mine. I can remember when I had this life of like the full-time thing, I spent a lot of time like on the subway in New York or whatever it was, walking places, and I would have like random 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes even, waiting for a friend at a coffee shop that I would think of things, and I would be able to like get a lot done in that time because I had this list in my brain of things I want to do in the margins that I have in my day. So honestly, a lot of these things are actually the things that stress me out the most in the day or in my life, because I'm afraid I'm going to forget them with everything else going on. So if you have this list in full view, it just helps your buddies. It helps you, you know, it helps your little stress, your little brain buddies. It helps them out right here. So this is the list of all the things she does in her margins. Like while she's doing her deep cleaning or whatever, she could think about, if she wants, blog article and update the post it, answer social media comments and DMs for, you know, 30 minutes while she's waiting instead of scrolling, you know, text and check in with friends, just random things that she does in her margins, which I love. This is her big picture to do this month. I gave all the colors here because this could just be for everything. Like I singled down like a big cleaning project of the month because she was like pretty focused on cleaning. I did a blog post, and you would put like your description of what it's going to be about. So you just like have that again, like present in your face, so that you are reminding your brain to be thinking about that stuff. You come up with creative ideas when you're remembering that that's what you're concentrating on. That this down here is her space for contracts. And this I made like a sticky note. She mentioned that her contract work was really random and like not consistent. And so I was like, well, it doesn't really need it's a whole huge spread or anything like that, but it does need like a small space to be able to be updated with to-do list items, reminders. I kind of like, when I looked, I was like, I'm wondering if she's a landscape architect. I got that vibe. I wasn't sure. It might have been totally random. I might be totally wrong. Jess, if you look at this, Jessica, you might be like, you are wrong. Anyways, but I was like, to-do list items, sketches, ideas, and you could even like stack stickies here, like 2 or 3 for the 3 different contracts you have. If I were being really extra, which y'all know I don't shy away from, I just didn't have the correct color, I would absolutely have made this green. Oh, like this now right here, I'm like, oh, this is work stuff, but it's not. It should be whatever color you make your contract, especially when you have so much going on like this.
One thing that I've noticed that you talk about a lot is in your margins.
I know.
Talking about doing things in your margins. Not that the goal is maximum productivity.
It's not, yeah.
But with a life like this, you do have to maximize your margins.
I think so too. Yes, you absolutely do. I feel like I started using my in the margins things. I had this list when I had small kids. So I would be doing stuff like rocking them for hours. And a lot of the time it was playing with them. And I'd be like, my brain is going to explode. Like it is not being used. Like it's going to shrivel up and die. I actually found a ton of comfort in being like, oh, wait, I can use this time because that's just my personality, and that doesn't make me bad that I'm an achiever. No, it doesn't. But it was like gave me great comfort to be like, oh, I can still feel like a productive person even when I'm playing.
And it helps you feel more prepared when the time comes where you're like, well, I need to do the big cleaning project. And
so
you're
here
like,
it is.
Well, I already know that I have all the supplies and that I know I'm going to do it in this
because it's been there in front of me. And so I've really been able to noodle it and think about it the entire month. That goes for big cleaning and like also your blog posts. Like if you sit down, you know it's on the 30th. If you just started on the 27th and you're not really aware of what it's going to be about, you haven't had 3 full weeks of time to just brainstorm.
Yeah.
And like think of more creative and flesh things out.
I'm really into this idea.
Thanks, Nancy.
And this is really impressive. Honestly, Jess, you say she has a lot going on, and shout out to her.
Shout out to her. She's doing the thing.
She's doing it.
Yeah.
I'll have to follow her on Instagram. Yeah. And be inspired by her house projects.
Absolutely.
Go check out our other Lolly Life Coach challenges.
Us. Get some inspiration for how we've laid this out, for how you might be able to lay out your plans as well. Doesn't have to look like this. These are all just ideas.
Beautiful ideas. May your sticky notes coordinate with your color key. All right, what's yours?
Wait, okay. May the shade of your sticky note match the shade of your highlighter, just so.
It was
like
that. I like that one. All right, bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Yay! Why was that like that? Very excited cat. Or dying.
All right, let's start it over again. All right, y'all.